Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in Indiana High School basketball fans. SummitCitySports.com coming to you live right here from Northrop High School for an out-of-conference matchup between the SAC's Northrop Lady Bruins 6-0 and 3-0 in conference play under head coach Katie Jackson. They're playing host to the perennial power. Then the Noblesville Millers coming in 6-2 and 2-1 in the Hoosier Crossroads Conference. And, of course, they're head coached by, I missed it. Where'd it go? Head coached by Donna Buckley in her 15th year at Noblesville. So Lindley Kistler is on the camera. Tim Atkinson here calling your play-by-play. Coach Keith Edmonds joining me here in the booth. Coach, much anticipated matchup. Of course, a little shade on this game with no Ashlyn Shade as she transferred to La Lemire. And, of course, the recent injury of Destiny Craig. But it's next man up here for both these clubs, and this should be an exciting afternoon of basketball.
No doubt about it, Tim. I don't think that the expectations will change necessarily. Obviously, you'd like to see all teams at full strength, but I anticipate both teams will get after it. And, again, I like what you made the reference of next man up. Northrop is definitely deep with the kids that they have coming in off the bench, and I'm sure the Millers, they're not going to stop their philosophy in regards to attacking with their zone presses and things that they do, and I just look forward to a great game.
Yeah, we saw that firsthand last year in the regionals against Snyder and against Homestead with the outstanding trapping three-quarter court defense that they rolled out. But it's a better Northrop team. They've continued to get better. Of course, no Destiny Craig here tonight. We wish her the best, of course. But the Jackson twins, so amazing are the Jackson twins with Nevaeh and Sanaya. Sanaya averaging 17.5 a game. Nevaeh averaging 11.5 a game. They're really going to need those two to really handle this pressure from Noblesville.
And no doubt, and with their sister Swin stepping in, I'm sure in the rotation, she's gotten very comfortable with playing with them, and the beat goes on, let's say.
Yeah, Lexi Castater, I think, is going to have to step up her. She is a scorer as well, transfer from Carroll High School. So let's now go down. Before we do that, we're just going to take a short break so we don't get copyright infringement here on this national anthem right here live at SummitCitySports.com.
I came into PSM my freshman year after volleyball. Just coming here just really improved mentally and physically. I brought in my strengths. I came in and I learned how to grow as an athlete. I mean, I've gotten stronger, sprint faster, get up higher. My jump has elevated. Working with Tyler, he built up my endurance for everything, whether it's in weights, sprints. All across the board, we just keep working, and I have athlete development at Warsaw High School that I go to, and so I send him my thing every day, and he changes what we do in here to adapt to what we do there. High school volleyball, when you can go up to 5 sets, being able to just outwork everybody and still being able to put in that 100% was huge for me. PSM performance definitely helped me mentally. I know I can beat out people. I know I can work for what I have, and I know I can even go to the next level on the court. Looking at college, I can put on it. I'm training at a college level. I mean, I come in here and I watch college athletes train. You have hockey players, soccer. You look around and you see every type you can. Just being able to see that level, and I know that I can reach that level as well. You got to work to be the best, and that was just what I wanted to do. I knew that from a young age. I wanted to put in the work.
The athletes has always been here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com. Coach Keith Edmonds joining me, Tim Atkinson here in the booth. Let's now go down to our PA announcer for the starting lineups between the 6-2 Noblesville Millers and, of course, the 6-0 Northrop Bruins.
Introducing first from Noblesville, number 3, Caitlin Shoemaker. Number 22, Reagan Wilson. Number 23, Meredith Kepner. Number 24, Kate Rollins. And 32, Hannah Mendez. Now introducing your Northrop Bruins. Starting off the senior, number 11, Nevaeh Jackson. Number 21, Lexi Castaner.
there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. For the Noblesville Millers, number 3 is Caitlin Shoemaker. She's a senior. Junior, number 22, Reagan Wilson. 2 sophomores, and number 23, Meredith Tipner, and 24, Kate Rollins. And then the final is the senior, Danny Mendez. For the Northrop Bruins, led by head coach Katie Jackson. Number 11 is the senior, Nevaeh Jackson. Also a senior is number 23, Sanaya Jackson. Pair of juniors, and Lexi Castater, number 21, and number 33, Riley Pebble. And then the freshman, Swinton Jackson, the younger sister of course, Sanaya and Nevaeh. And let's not forget to mention Jalen Jackson out there playing at UIC, who's having an outstanding start to his basketball career at the next level.
Yes, sir.
So this is Indiana High School basketball. We do play 4 8-minute quarters, no shot clock in the state of Indiana. Noblesville, they are known for their active defense, Coach, whether in the full court or the half court.
Yes. Always in the passing lanes, try and get you out of your offense early, and they do a tremendous job on the defensive end.
Man-to-man defense here for Northrop and head coach Katie Jackson to start this ball game. JV Northrop did win against the JV of Noblesville prior to this game. Good trap from Northrop, wide open, triple try, Reagan Wilson. She can knock them down out there, can Reagan Wilson. She starts it for Noblesville.
Yes, sir. She can really shoot it. Got a chance to see her play a lot this summer, and she can really shoot it.
So Wilson gets the first points of the game, and they do go to Noblesville. What a run towards state they had last year as runner-ups. Oh, how about the answer from Sanaya Jackson, the leading scorer for the Northrop Lady Bruins. Ties it up at 3s. It is amazing how much the Jackson sisters have improved. Highly touted coming in their freshman year, but year after year have progressed and gotten better and better.
And they worked at it, Tim. I mean, they spend countless hours in training and getting their bodies in shape, and the end result is obviously Division I scholarships for both of them.
Proof is in the pudding, no doubt about it. Looking for a steal. Castater did a nice job just staying tall right there. Didn't come down with any type of foul movement. Here's Swin Jackson, the freshman, the look ahead. To Sanaya, left-handed layup is good. That's how quickly Northrop can attack you. And that is huge. 3 long no. But to not let that full court press set up, that 3/4 court set up and get that ball up top, that's a huge advantage if you can bypass that press.
No doubt, Tim. And Swin Jackson always have her head and eyes up, seeing what's going on in front of her, and does a tremendous job moving the basketball down the floor.
Very highly thought of freshman. The youngest of the 4 siblings, as I mentioned. And their mother right there on the sideline, and Katie Jackson, outstanding player in her own right as well, Coach.
No doubt. At Northside High School, went on to Loyola Chicago and finished up here at IPFW, and just tremendous player.
And an outstanding person as well. Always has a smile on her face. So intense as well. One of the more intense player coaches you're going to see. Here's a steal. Sanaya has Nevaeh instead, goes to Pebble. Pebble can't get it to go. Here comes Tipner. Tipner had a nice regional last year from my recollection. As that ball comes down to Jackson, another rebound. Swin looking to push it. As Coach mentioned, look at the eyes up. Here's that extra pass. Pepple, 3-ball. Couldn't get it back rim. Rebound Noblesville. Oh, good start. Good pace here to start this ball game.
Yes, sir.
5-3, 5.5 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Wilson. Wilson wants a screen from Mendez. Mendez brings really good size for Coach Buckley in her 15 years, and that's an outstanding play in the finish for Noblesville.
Reagan Wilson, just an outstanding player.
She's now got all 5 for Noblesville. 1 shot and out. Ooh, how about Tipner with the handles, the Euro? Oh, wow. How about that?
And Tim, you take a look at Noblesville, and they're no strangers to big games. I mean, obviously coming out of the Indianapolis area and the success they had last year, advancing into the semi-state and state finals. So this is just another big game on their schedule, and everyone's going to bring it at them, obviously, because of the success they've had in previous seasons. So I'm not surprised that they're playing at this level.
Coming off 2 losses in a row, which is absolutely rare under head coach Buckley.
No doubt.
But they ran into the number 1 team in the state in South Bend, Washington, who has, 3, 4 D1 players?
Yes.
And 3 sisters at that as well.
Yeah, more on the way.
As they were defeated 77-56 there at South Bend, Washington. And then their next loss, which was on November the 30th against Hamilton Southeastern. But how about Nevaeh Jackson? She's going to get on the scoreboard for herself with the triple.
Yes.
Wilson definitely does have a different feel, this Noblesville team, without Ashlyn Shade. Which, of course, anyone that you lose one of the best players in the country, that's going to happen as she transferred to La Lemire Prep School. And that's going to be a foul on Jackson on just a silly turnover, unforced, really.
Yes.
And it will go back to Noblesville and the foul.
You know, the thing about that particular play, Sanaya Jackson will get the turnover credit, but I think the pass from Riley Pepper put her in trouble.
That's a great call. Here's Wilson. Outside Tipner. Mendez wants it. She's yelling for it. You got to give it to her if she's got somebody sealed. Let your big play down low, right, Coach?
No doubt. You got to let the big dog eat every now and then.
Right. Good trap. They found out, though, to Tipner. Tipner, the little pull-up jumper. Couldn't get it. Castater couldn't pull down the board. Tipner does. It's going to spot up for 3. Oh, that was halfway down. Outstanding job by Riley Pebble to come help on that defensive glass, because Mendez was going to put that right back up for an easy bucket.
And see, and Tim, I think you can already see the absence of Destiny Craig.
Great call.
Just her ability to be on the ball in regards to defense, and then just her defensive rebounding and able to advance the ball in transition. That's going to take some time to adjust to for these Lady Bruins.
Coach, speaking on Destiny Craig, the transfer from Snyder, who did have suffered an knee injury against their blowout win against their rival here just a couple of miles down the road in the Carroll Lady Chargers. So hopefully Destiny, we're hearing Lindley Kistler dropping some knowledge. She talked to Coach Cass. Katie Jackson, that MRI is scheduled for Monday. So hopefully everything turns out where, hopefully it's just a meniscus or something where she could play through that throughout the season. How about that quick release? Wilson gets a second 3 ball in this first quarter. Great stuff. Another turnover for Northrop. This is highly un-Bruin-like right now. That's number 3. Shoemaker, down low, cut off. Good hands by Castater. Good cut by Tipner. Also has checked in is Brooke Ely, the senior for Noblesville. Here's Castater's going to bring it up. She can handle it. Nevaeh wants it in the corner. Pepple wants it on this one. Wide open. Sanaya. Woo! That's a shooter's roll if you're ever going to see one, folks. Sanaya and Nevaeh committed to play for Valparaiso next year. So how about getting 2 players for not the price of one, but you're getting a package deal right there with the Jackson twins.
No doubt.
That's just outstanding recruiting, in my opinion.
Yes.
Go where you could get 2. Here's Castater. 10-10 our score. Oop, that must have been a 2 ball on that Jackson bucket. Tipner, she sets up that Euro. You see it come in. She obviously has practiced that quite often because she feels really comfortable. And the more you do it, the more fluid it'll come.
Yes. And obviously with all the advanced training techniques, kids use Euro steps and those types of things. It's just a common occurrence now in games.
We'll issue here. Official at the scores table. Looks like we're good to go.
And, Tim, I do think that they counted that as a 3.
Yep, they just put it up there finally.
Yep.
11-10 it was. Northrop up. Wilson's played tremendous. How about that step back? Little contact after the shot. We play on. Number 2, Olivia Rice is checked in for Northrop coach. She got high hopes for Olivia.
Yes, she came in with a lot of basketball experience, and she's going to be a tremendous asset for them, especially in regards to Destiny Craig and her situation.
Northrop will keep it on a little sloppy play from the Lady Millers. Both these squads usually really, really tight with their possessions. A little loose here. Well, it has a lot to do with just the defensive tenacity. Oh, how about that? That one a little wide left. Got her own rebound. Did Sanaya. Oh, that was out of bounds. We'll stay with Northrop. Really no inside presence right now for Northrop, and that's what they're going to have to adjust to. There's Castater. In the corner, there's Rice. Corner three, no good. Outstanding use of the body on that block out from Reagan Wilson. It came to Tipner. Tipner backs it out. She's got really good size as well for the sophomore. Tons of minutes in her freshman year for Coach Buckley last year as well. But another turnover, 59 seconds remaining in this first quarter.
You know, Tim, as I watch Northrop play, I'd like to see Lexi Castater go down inside a little bit more, and I just think that they need her offensive input, as they progress along, and she's still getting acclimated to playing with these guys. So
yeah,
that's just something to look forward to as they continue on.
That's the transfer from Carroll, number 21 in white. Swin's going to get to that. Swin up to Rice. Oh, Rice didn't feel that from behind. Just too much contact. Ely had it, but just a bit too much body, and it will be a foul on Noblesville. Checking in for head coach Katie Jackson.
Another freshman.
Is another freshman, as coach mentioned, Kayla Williams-Thomas. I would assume that's going to be the younger sister of the outstanding sophomore there at Concordia High School on the boys' side.
Yes.
And the wide receiver as well.
Yes.
29 seconds, a chance for Noblesville after another turnover, and Coach Katie Jackson is getting some gray hairs out there today in this first quarter. Wilson, that's number 43, CC Quigley, all top 10 namer in the state of Indiana. And a beautiful bucket down low.
Tipner.
Tipner with another bucket. She's been impressive. And a blocking foul. Good, strong take from Williams-Thomas. 5 seconds remaining. Freshman will shoot two. Good looking stroke there from Williams-Thomas. We're tied at 12s. Northrop gets back to lead. 5 seconds, enough time here. Wilson, can she get a third triple in this first quarter? She's going to try it. Off glass and just a bit heavy. So at the end of one, Northrop will stay with the lead, 13-12. We'll be right back right here live at SummitCitySports.com.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Area sports looked a lot different back in 1952 when Jim Kelly opened his first dealership in Fort Wayne. 70 years later, that original dealership has grown into the Kelly Automotive Group with 14 brands in 3 locations, including our new Fort Wayne Auto Mall and Kelly Chevrolet on Lima Road. Fort Wayne continues to support our local teams and businesses. Thank you for 70 years. We could have never done it without you. Visit us today at drivekelly.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com coming to you live right here from Northrop High School. Big shout out, of course, Athletic Director Bob Shank. Always an outstanding host, whether we're inside in this newly renovated gymnasium here at Northrop High School or outside, whether it's football or soccer. Outstanding place to be here at Northrop High School. The renovations that they've done here have been top level, Coach. You're very familiar with this school.
Yes, obviously.
A lot has changed.
Being an alumnus of Northrop High School is great to see what they're doing in regards to improving the school.
Unselfish from Swin. Couldn't get it, could Williams-Thomas, and was out of bounds. But you see Swin. Point guard capabilities in her, no doubt about it, no?
Her vision and just her understanding of how to get the people the right pass to make and where people can be effective on the offensive end. She just understands how to play. Just tremendous player to be this young.
These Jacksons, doesn't matter where you go around the city, if they're not playing, they're probably going to be watching a game in a gymnasium. Yes. It's just a tremendous basketball family. Up top, that's number 24, Kate Rollins, who checked back in. Mendez, little quick step. Coach Jackson wanted to look like the offense of Mendez initiated that contact, and Coach Katie Jackson wanted to travel before it. Didn't get either. It's going to be a foul on Northrop.
And I look for them to get Mendez the ball more, Tim.
Yes.
I think that she has to get the ball, and for them to be successful, she needs more touches.
Back rim, no good. Rebound, Castater. Good, strong rebound. When you got 5 ball handlers on the floor almost at all times for Northrop, what an advantage that is.
Yes, especially when teams that like to trap and press. See, I think Castater's got to shoot these. She's got to take those shots.
That's a floater from 16. Hello. Lexi Castater showing you the skill level. And just the junior kids. That's going to be a travel. Coach Katie Jackson's been asking for it for a while. She finally got one.
Well, I think if you ask in the right way.
I like that.
Not right. in a way that you're going to embarrass the official.
Yeah, show them up or anything.
Yes.
Here's Castater. She will bring it up. She's averaging 9 points a game to go along with 4 rebounds and 4 assists. So great stat line to start the season for Lexi. The takeaway. And then thrown away. That's happened a couple of times where they make a great defensive play, then just rush their pass, and it leads to a turnover.
Well, I think, obviously in the games that they've played, Tim, those kind of plays have led to so many easy transition baskets for them. So they're playing up in regards to the level of competition today. So those plays will still come. You just have to pick and choose when they come.
Well, there was Mendez, coach. Just couldn't finish with that right hand. Good recovery defensively by the team from Northrop. Jackson was wide open momentarily, but Wilson got a tip on it. Broke it up. Pop out. Triple. 3 ball. No good. Oh, good board from the freshman to find Nevaeh. Back out Castater. Good offensive glass work from Northrop, but just couldn't get one to go. 5:40 to go here in the second quarter. SummitCitySports.com. Tim Atkinson here with Coach Keith Edmonds. Lindley Kistler, Homestead great on the camera. And Castater gets another rebound. Here's Nevaeh. Leaves it, Lexi. Swin Jackson. Gets it back. Good look down low. Making this defense move. Castater, finally. That's just a matter of time. She's that good of a shooter, kids.
Yes.
3 ball goes down, and the timeout called by Coach Buckley.
And that was one of the things that I had mentioned earlier, Tim. She's got to score. Scoring is who she is.
Right.
So
it's in her DNA, no doubt about it. As Noblesville will call a timeout and talk about it here. As this broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's back, ladies and gentlemen. The 13th annual 100 Holiday Hoops Camp is back. December 26th through the 29th. Register at always100basketball.com. You see it right there. Morning session, $50. Evening session, $50. If you want to run both, that is $80 for both sessions. What a deal. And get trained by some of the best trainers in the Northeast Indiana area, if not the Midwest. 5 minutes. That's going to be a foul. Another one on Northrop. And that's 2 on Sanaya now. Castater has 2. Sanaya has 2. And 14 fouls, 18-12. Wilson.
And if I'm Noblesville, I'm going right at Sinai. I'm throwing it inside to Mendez right away and see if we can draw that third foul. She's really working hard inside.
And they're not even really giving her a look down there, the coach. She's working her tail off to get open. An and one. Tipner has been tremendous in this opening quarter and a half or so for Noblesville. They cut it to a 3-point deficit. She's a good player, really good player, and a sophomore, coach.
Yes. And it's really interesting because now, as you take a look at Noblesville, I mean, Ashlyn Shea did so much for them and was such a prolific scorer. Now they're more balanced. They're moving the basketball around and just identifying different scores.
Here comes the trap now, the 1-2-1-1. There it is, the steal. You cannot throw lazy passes against this trap defense because they will eat you alive.
Yep, this is where they make their living right here. I was wondering when they were going to bring it out.
And a 30-second timeout called by head coach Katie Jackson. Needs to settle the tide a little bit right here, so we'll get some bills paid. Appreciate y'all. As, of course, the Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne and a family-friendly environment. The Big Eyed Fish. Kelly Automotive celebrating their 70th year in business. Shop all 14 of their brands at drivekelly.com. Tom Seal Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They'll help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services like brakes, wheel alignments, engine diagnostics, and more. Otwell Contracting. We invest in our customers by providing peace of mind to their tire process from bid to bill. Visit OtwellerContracting.com. So on the timeout, better press break that time. Easy for me to say, sheesh. Oh, good look, Castater. William Thomas couldn't get it on the left hand. Tied at 18-17. I don't know how I messed that up. Either way, we get back to it.
Yep.
Out, pop out. Rollins, down low, Tipner. Good job by Castater. And then Pebble came on the dig down. Wilson flips it to Mendez. Mendez, good quick first step. You've been asking for it, Coach. She said, if you're not going to feed me in the post, I'll just go get it and take it to a drive. Lead back for Noblesville. This is probably our third or fourth lead change. 3:45 left in this second quarter. Castater, you can see she's starting to feel a little bit. Unselfish play, found Pepple. Still can't get one to go. Wilson, floater, 14-footer. Couldn't get it. Got her own rebound. And then just a little wild shot. That's going to be a travel on Mendez. Had possession as she hit the deck. But great effort from Mendez nonetheless. Yeah, I'd like to see her get more involved. You can see the capabilities. And Northrop is absolutely worried when she touches the ball down low.
No doubt. I just don't think they have anyone that can really match up to her.
Swin Jackson, Lexi Castater, Nevaeh Jackson, down low, and that was, and feet got tangled up here, and Williams Thomas is going to get just unlucky right there. Unfortunately, intent doesn't matter. You're still going to get the call.
Right.
Here goes Wilson. 5, Mendez. Rollins. Excuse me, that's Ely. And then Tipner up and under. Little step through, couldn't get it. Williams Thomas. She'll slow it, find Swin Jackson. Swin Jackson out to Castater. Castater, one dribble pull up for the baseline, couldn't get it. Oh, good board from Nevaeh. Found Pepple and got it. Second chance opportunities have been tremendous here for Northrop in the first half.
And Tim, when your offense isn't going in the offensive glass, creating shots and extra opportunities, again, that's what a state-ranked team should be doing.
Absolutely. Another beautiful post move from Danny Mendez. She's good.
Yeah, I just think that's got to be their bread and butter, Tim.
Wilson gets a steal. Another turnover for Northrop. A little spin cycle, left hand, no good. Rebound Jackson. There's the Castater. That's dangerous. Swin came to got it, though. Kids, if you watch that play right there, Swin came to the ball instead of waiting for it, and that led to an open triple from Nevaeh Jackson, her second.
And what an advantage of having a 6'1", 6'2" point guard, Lexi Castair, that can look right over the top of the defense. Does a tremendous job.
Wow. Mendez with the great seal and the beautiful post feed. That's a skill, folks.
Yes.
Feeding the post is a skill. Nevaeh, back rim, couldn't get it. Wilson with another rebound. We're tied at 23s. 1:40 left in this second quarter.
And if I'm Noblesville, everything is going through Mendez at this point.
Here's Tipner with the cross, the jumper, short. Rebound Castator, minute 20. Swin. And had it knocked away. Ooh! Lexi Castator just snatched it.
Yes.
But we'll go out of bounds and we'll stay with Noblesville. Let's see what they can set up on the inbounds. We got 3 subs for Northrop in Rice. Sanaya Jackson checks back in, and in for the first time is the junior Nia Bell, who's an X factor for them as well.
Mm-hmm.
Good minutes last year in her sophomore year for Coach Katie Jackson. Bell's going to back out. Got to find her man. Wide open. She got lost defensively. Led to the open 3. Couldn't get it. Mendez. And 1. Danny Mendez is showing her force down low for Coach Buckley and the Millers.
Mendez is making me look like a prophet, Tim.
Right, Coach, you asked.
I just felt like she's been working so hard. She deserves the opportunity to at least get a touch.
Yes.
And, so far she's got 8 points this quarter.
Can't convert the N1, and Tipner, just no need right there. I think it's only her first foul. No, I think that's going to be her second. Yeah, that's just, hey, listen to Coach, look at Coach Buckley. There's a little sophomore mistake right there. No need, 58 seconds left. They had the rebound secure. Now you pick up your second. But only 3 on the team, as Bell did keep that from going over. Jackson. Williams Thomas, good attack, and not there. Wilson with the steal. Rice couldn't get it. Tipner. Pull up, 16-foot jump shot. Deadens on the back rim, no good. Rebound, Swin Jackson. 30 seconds left in the quarter. The look ahead. Bell, crossover. Extra pass here to Castator. Wing 3, no. She knew that right off her hand that it wasn't good.
Mm-hmm.
So 17 seconds. Noblesville can have the last shot. Three. Ooh, couldn't get it. That would have been huge to end the quarter and the half, but that's where we will end. 25-23. Northrop down to the Noblesville Millers. We're going to take a short break, come back with the scores right here live at SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I like to stay active. I try to come in here at least 3 times a week and just get my 1-hour workout in. Since September, I think I've put on 22 pounds of muscle. I think my vertical has gone up plus 5 inches. I've gotten a lot faster since then too. I can hit the ball further. In football, I can push people around more. It's basketball easier too. Just being stronger just makes everything easier.
Brandon started with Gym Rat's basketball training. After one of the sessions, he came up to me and he wanted to know if he could do more. So Brandon started the Edge program in November, in addition to the club training he was doing, because it offers personalized programming for his athletic goals. PSM Performance uses the long-term athletic development pyramid. At such a young age, it's really good for Brandon to set the foundation of athletic development. Since he is in season all year round, he has to be ready for all the physical demands. So He does a lot more strength training just because in basketball he sprints and cuts a lot. In baseball he's doing a lot of sprinting. In football he does a lot of sprinting and jumping. So preparing him to withstand the physical demands of those games, he does a lot more strength training.
I like all the lower body stuff the best. I do goblet squats, split squats, back squat, front squat, a lot of those. Tyler knows what's best for me. He always points me in the right direction. He just pushes me to go harder every day.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
I just want to be the best in basketball. So I want to be the greatest of all time to play women's basketball. So I just know there's people out there working just as much as me. So I just want to keep working hard and keep that intensity going. And so one day I can pursue my dreams of being in the WNBA and playing overseas. So I just want bigger things to come in my life.
I remember when I started in March, she could do 0 pull-ups. She did have a great 25-inch vertical when she first started. She only weighed 150 pounds. One of our main mottos is do the simple things exceedingly well, and that's where we started. So we started the foundation, building her base, and now we've got to basically the peak of our pyramid of things that we can do with her. So we didn't skip any levels, we did all the basics, and she got really, really good at them, and that's what's led her to become as great as she is at basketball and performance.
I've watched her grow, the confidence-wise, the strength-wise, the jumping ability, her footwork. It's really amazing to kind of watch for a girl her size, being 6'3", 6'4", to move like she can move and do the thing and be as agile as she is, along with the strength.
At the University of St. Francis, you'll find everything you need to succeed, from business, nursing and science, to the arts, all with a 99% career success rate.
You belong here.
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 I belong here.
Has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And I mean, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And I mean, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
In 4 years, this could be you!
At the University of St. Francis, you'll find everything you need to succeed, from business, nursing and science, to the arts.
You belong here!
Our football team haven't won a sectional title in 32 years.
There's no team better than us if we just do our job.
Nobody really want to lose no more.
All you want is greatness. You want me 1, 2, 3?
This is the game that's been on my calendar all year.
We don't need fan discipline.
We a whole different Northside team.
Area sports looked a lot different back in 1952 when Jim Kelly opened his first dealership in Fort Wayne. 70 years later, that original dealership has grown into the Kelly Automotive Group with 14 brands in 3 locations, including our new Fort Wayne Auto Mall and Kelly Chevrolet on Lima Road. Fort Wayne continues to support our local teams and businesses. Thank you for 70 years. We could have never done it without you. Visit us today at drivekelly.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, give it up for your Northrop dance team.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana. Our specialized sports medicine team offers direct access to physical therapy and sports physicians in our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. No referral needed, saving you time and money. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com to learn more. University online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing top-notch commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfectant services throughout Northeast Indiana. Are you ready to do what it takes to put your past behind you? Whether expunging your criminal record or getting your driver's license reinstated, Jolly Law Firm is your answer. Anderson Heating and Air Conditions, dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business, a system and solution that fits your unique needs. Visit AndersonCoolHeat.com. Some volleyball trains that builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area. From ages 5 to 18, our players are equipped with elite-level skills and a foundation of life skills. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, SummitCitySports.com. Coach Keith Edmonds joining me, Tim Atkinson here in the booth. Coach, back and forth first half. We saw there 25-23. What do you got scorers-wise? And then give me a little thoughts on what you thought first half.
Okay, with halftime score of the Noblesville Millers 25, Northrop Bruins 23. Let's take a look at the Millers first. They're being led by Reagan Wilson, with Tipner with 9. Reagan Wilson with 8, and Mendez with 8, all in the second quarter. So I look for her to be a major part of their offensive thrust to start the third quarter. So those 3 players have scored all of their points. But you take a look at Northrop, they're a little bit more balanced. Sanaya Jackson with 8, Nevaeh Jackson with 6, Lexi Castater with 5, Kayla Williams came off the bench, freshman, she scored 2, and Robinson, do I have that name correct? Number 32 for Northrop.
No, I don't think she played. 33, Riley Pepple.
Excuse me, Riley Pepple with 2. Thank you. But as we take a look at the second half, I look for, obviously, for Noblesville to go inside more to Mendez. I just don't think Northrop has an answer for her. I also look for Noblesville to extend their pressure a little bit more. It bothered Northrop the few times that they showed it. And let's keep in mind that these teams might play each other later on this year, so maybe they don't want to show everything that they're going to be doing. But I look for Lexi Castater to score a little bit more, and I think Swin Jackson needs to get involved offensively for the Bruins as well.
Yeah, it looked like she was playing a little hesitant here. You know, maybe it's with the more added pressure with Craig being down, more thrust upon her.
Sure.
But she's an outstanding player. She will be okay. So let's get into it now. Third quarter action, 8 minutes up on the board. And it's going to be key, I believe, for Northrop to get a good start here in this third quarter against the Millers. As that press and trap really started to get to them. And then as Coach mentioned, also the inside game of Danny Mendez, all those 8 points coming in. That's a good way to start it. Pepple. It's the bucket.
And I just think Northrop is going to have to yes, they started doubling Mendez inside.
Forcing a turnover is Jackson. Oh, good block.
Yes.
Jackson, I like him, went with the left hand, but a good defensive play by Rollins to deny that left-handed layup of Swin. Castater. Into Sanaya. She has 2 fouls, as does Castater. Couldn't get it. Look at the offensive glass work from Nevaeh. That's 2 or 3 that have been offensive boards and points for Northrop, led by Nevaeh Jackson.
And that's what you expect, a person that's going to be playing at the next level, the Division I level. That's the reason why she's accomplished the thing that she's accomplished.
As we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, in the game, both Sanaya and Nevaeh have committed to Valparaiso to continue their athletic and academic career. Nice quick release, but that one was a little wide right. Tipner with the board. Wilson. She had 6 points early in that first quarter, then just the 1 bucket throughout. 5 second, close to. Oh, jump stop, couldn't get it out of bounds, and it will stay with Noblesville.
And Northrop's turned up their defensive pressure a little bit more, and again, we haven't really seen them use their vaunted half-court trap press and the things that they do in their 2-2-1. I look for that as well.
That's going to stay at that end.
And Tim, as I alluded to earlier, I don't know if Katie Jackson wants to show all of what she's going to be doing as well. So there's a little cat and mouse between both teams. They know that they'll probably see each other somewhere along the semi-state line.
Yeah. I believe it would be regionals. I know they realigned a little bit, but I think that would still be the case. Would be a regional foe, would be Noblesville.
Yes.
Both clubs got to get a long season to go.
Yes.
But we will be there wherever it's at, as we have been over the past about decade or so. And friendly roll, not so much for Mendez that rolls out on her. We stay 27-25. Did get the second?
Yes.
Excuse me. 1 point game. 27. 26. Inbound right in front of the student section down below us. Here's Swin Jackson. Good low dribble, but maybe one too many. That does go out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover. So freshmen are going to have games like this where they're going to have to go through these growing pains. It's just a part of the game.
No doubt, Tim. And again, you're playing, maybe some of the teams that you've played against are not obviously at this level. So you just have to make the adjustment, and I think that she will.
I believe so as well. Here's Tipner. She's been extremely strong. Shoemaker, she'll back it out a bit. I love the leadership of Reagan Wilson, number 22, their point guard for Noblesville. She is constantly talking to her team.
Yes.
Mendez going to go out into Tipner. Tipner, turn around. Too much space right there, but back rim. Battle for the rebound is going to come to Nevaeh. The outlet to Peppel. Left-handed layup. Oh, that was smooth in transition for Riley Peppel.
I thought that she had gotten her stride off, but she was able to get it up with the left hand. Nice move, Riley.
Yeah, she made it work. Here's Wilson. 5:20 left to go in this third quarter. Rubs the screen, a little pick and roll. Instead it pops out to Tipner. I think that was intended more to Mendez. That's a nice move, just couldn't finish it. But Tipner is going to score a lot of points in her 4-year career here in Noblesville.
Yes.
Jackson. That's going to be a little body foul there on number 24, Kate Rollins, a sophomore for Noblesville. 29-26. They'll box on this inbound. Up to Sanaya, hands Nevaeh, gets that pocket jump shot, no good. Long rebound, and it'll trickle out of bounds. It'll go to Noblesville. 4:53 left to go in this third quarter. We mentioned Noblesville coming off 2 straight losses. They have this game here at Northrop, and then their next matchup will be December the 9th at Fishers. So a short drive there for Noblesville. As for Northrop, coming off that big win against Carroll. And they will take on East Noble on December the 7th right here in this same building. And then SAC play next Friday against Lures. Beautiful
What a great pass by Swin Jackson.
And that's why you let her in there, let her make the mistakes, because you're going to see flashes of brilliance.
And Tim, obviously every game is a learning. You're talking about someone that played in the middle school last year. And now she's playing against Noblesville.
Right.
So
it's a great point.
Talk about on-the-job learning experience right now.
It has the capabilities, no doubt about it, but it is quite the jump from 8th grade to varsity level in the state of Indiana. So
but again, that's what AAU does. You're playing against tremendous competition, and Swin's a good player. And obviously, when you take a look at her pedigree with her sisters and her brother playing Division I, and she has no choice.
No,
she has. She has to continue to get better.
Noblesville with the ball. Right now, 5-point lead. I think this is the largest lead for either team. Swin Jackson with a good board. Needs some help. Finds it in her sister, Nevaeh. Dangerous. 3 ball. Got it. Had to sit a lot of that second quarter with foul trouble, but Sanaya Jackson drains the 3.
And again, that length, Tim, just being able to look over the top of those traps, and you just can't overemphasize that.
That's Castater. Now Jackson, good drive, and got the spin roll there from Caitlin Shoemaker. Good take and finish by the senior. Swin, good look. Good look down low, but she'll learn how to speed that up a little bit.
Yes.
That's going to be a jump ball because the vision was there. 3-14, 6-point lead for the Bruins. So Slinky, Dalman Alexander, they're down there in the student section.
Yes.
An outstanding basketball player on the boys' side for Coach Rod Shamble here at Northrop. But a lot of adjustment they got to have with losing a player like the capabilities of Jalen Jackson.
Yes, no doubt, no doubt.
Sanaya with the board, finds Castater. I like this adjustment from Katie Jackson. Castater, really their primary ball handler right now. Good look by Sanaya. Oh, rimmed out on her. Tipner with the board. But again, kids, don't just sit and wait for the pass. Go get the pass.
Yes.
That's the difference of turnovers and buckets.
That's a great teaching point, Tim.
Here's Tipner. Shoemaker. Tipner. Wilson. Mendez. Not a lot of touches here in this third quarter. And how about the steal? Sanaya so good. Castater through the double team. Wide open is Nevaeh. Great team basketball from the Northrop Lady Bruins, and a timeout called by Coach Buckley in Noblesville. As this broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. The 13th annual 100, Always 100 Holiday Hoops Camp is back. December 26th through the 29th. Register at always100basketball.com. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at the Big Eyed Fish. Kelly Automotive celebrating their 70th year in business. Shop all 14 of their brands at drivekelly.com. Top Sale Tire has been serviced in the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. We'll help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and auto repair services like brakes, wheel alignments, engine diagnostics, and more. At Outlet Welding Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind to their entire process from bid to build. Visit OutletWeldingContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area. From ages 5 to 18, our players are equipped with elite level skills and a foundation of life skills. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. So back to the action. Another timeout called by Noblesville and a nice little baby run from Northrop. They take the largest lead of the game by either squad. It's 8. Tipner down low. Good ball fake.
Yes, Tipner's tough.
She's so good. So good, and only a sophomore, ladies and gentlemen. Next up on the high recruit scene here at Noblesville. 3 ball. Sanaya, front rim, couldn't get it. Good tip by Wilson to Tipner. Tipner has Ely wide open. Good look, 3, got it. Outstanding transition basketball by Tipner to find Ely for the 3 ball. Just great unselfish basketball. Swin and these little pocket passes down low, that's going to be a specialty of her as she continues her game.
No doubt. And again, she's still learning her players and the type of passes that they can handle. And
also the speed of the defense on being able to shut down those passing lanes that maybe a year ago, even in the AAU scene, are there longer.
No doubt.
First one, good. Second attempt for Sanaya. That's up and good. 38-33 now. 5-point edge. Good overplay defensively. Here's Tipner in the post. No Mendez in the game right now, and Swin's going to get a foul on that. Just came a little heavy down on that pat down. Yes. That's going to lead to an and-one opportunity for Tipner. 13 points now, Coach, for Meredith Tipner.
And I think Northrop is going to have to front the post and bring help from behind. I just don't think that they can continue to try and play three-quarter front or play behind and let the ball come into the post.
And does convert on the and one. So that 8-point lead has erased pretty quickly. Down to a 2-point deficit. That one just wasn't there. Good steal from Noblesville. The outlet, Tipner, patience. Man, is she impressive here today.
Yes, talented.
Tipner now with 16 of the 38. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Castater needs one. Got it. Lexi Castater says bingo. 3 ball from the corner. Wilson. Here's CC Quigley. Down low. Little overplay. Jackson. She's going to get hit with the foul here. I think she grabbed her arm.
I think so too.
Yeah, that will be a foul on Nevaeh Jackson. It'll be inbound baseline here for Noblesville. 26 seconds left in this third quarter. Plenty of time.
High ball screen. I think they're just going to go 1-4 and let Reagan Wilson go with it.
9 seconds. Wilson, 3 ball from the wing. Got it. She hadn't hit one since the first quarter. She ties it up with a huge one. Good if it goes. Ooh, nearly got it. But into the fourth quarter, why not? Noblesville and Northrop, 2 perennials. They are going at it. We'll be right back. SummitCitySports.com.
Sports looked a lot different back in 1952 when Jim Kelly opened his first dealership in Fort Wayne. 70 years later, that original dealership has grown into the Kelly Automotive Group with 14 brands in 3 locations, including our new Fort Wayne Auto Mall and Kelly Chevrolet on Lima Road. Fort Wayne continues to support our local teams and businesses. Thank you for 70 years. We could have never done it without you. Visit us today at drivekelly.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Third quarter action. We got to flip into the fourth. We're not going back. Fourth quarter here. Oh, another steal from Noblesville. The look ahead. Tipner, that's going to be a bucket. Oh, just short-armed it a little bit. Williams-Thomas comes out with it. She's the freshman. They're saying it was tipped, and they may converse about this. And they will change the call. It's all about getting it right.
Yes.
You know, the officials are humans as well. They will make mistakes or see something a little differently.
It was a correctable error.
Yep. And you got a good crew out there here tonight. Jackson. Castater. Up top, Swin Jackson. Steps into the three, the lefty. Couldn't get it. Oh, what box out by Quigley.
Yes.
And look at Tipner start the break. Finds Ely for another one, same spot. Can't hit that one. Shoemaker with the offensive rebound. Castater knocked it away. Noblesville won the foul. Looked like a lot of ball from at least up here. Castater. There's that trap, and that's so difficult with the length of Tipner. She ain't going to miss 2 point blanks in a row.
Yes.
Noblesville back with the lead. Tipner with 18. Again, Nevaeh just went and got it. Couldn't get the bunny. Now Tipner. Ely back to Tipner. Baseline, unselfish play.
They need a timeout. I think Northrop needs a timeout.
And that's exactly what they're going to get here, Coach Katie Jackson will call the timeout as Tipner now has 20 points. But we'll stay right here so we can get some reads in here for you. Are you ready to do what it takes to push your past behind you, whether it's expunging your criminal record or getting your driver's license reinstated? Jolly Law Firm is your answer. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing top-notch commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfectant services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. At Parkview Sports Medicine, it's game on. We serve every level of athlete with our integrated sports medicine team, including the region's only specialized athletic rehab facility. Learn more about our services by logging on to parkviewsportsmedicine.com. Fourth quarter action out of the timeout, a near turnover. And Noblesville has done a really nice job here in the second half to speed up Northrop a little bit. That's led to more turnovers. Swin needs help. Got it to Nevaeh. Got it. Big time. Absolutely needed that triple.
Huge shot, Riley Pepple.
She now has 11. Cut off defensively, did Pepple. Ely goes up top to her point guard, Reagan Wilson. Wilson, savvy with the dribble. Mendez back in the ball game, couldn't get it. Right there, though, she was.
And Tim, I'd go right back to Riley Pepple. She's on the baseline. There she is.
Beautiful call, Coach. It's like you've seen this game a couple of times. Oh, outstanding stuff. There's Northrop. Listen to Coach Keith Edmonds up here in the booth. 5:15 left to go in this ball game. Or shall I say regulation. Good little move from Shoemaker. That was an outstanding little hezzy.
That's poor defense that time by the Bruins.
And Coach Jackson is letting them know that. Swin. Skip pass. Extra pass. Pebble. She's feeling it. Couldn't get it. Good tip by Wilson. Found Tipner. Tipner up to Shoemaker. Steal. Sanaya. Off glass. Man. She is not going to miss many of them. That was barely missed.
Rim unkind.
Tipner goes into that again, and this time she stopped and went with the jumper instead of the left hand, so there's a little wrinkle.
Yes.
Tipner, Wilson, Pepple came a little bit out of control, and that was Wilson with the outstanding ball fake and triple. Back to a 4-point lead for Noblesville. Back up top, Castater. Jackson. Front rim. Went in!
How about that?
It looked like it hit the black part, which would have been out of bounds,
yes.
But the referees are closer to it than I am.
Yes.
But Coach Buckley, irate about that. Here's Wilson. Gets it from Tipner. Northrop fans getting into it. Oh, what a take from Reagan Wilson.
They might have to switch that. I just don't think Swin Jackson can guard her.
Here is Jackson. Splits the D. Finds Pepple. Back down to Swin. That's going to be a jump ball. Yeah, Pepple would have been probably better off letting Swin clear out of there. But it will be a turnover, and Kayla Williams-Thomas back in for the Bruins. 3-point ball game. Williams-Thomas on Wilson. So here's the adjustment that they made, Coach.
Yes.
Mendez, beautiful finish over Castater. Largest lead for Noblesville's 5.
It's a well-coached team, Tim.
There is no doubt about it. 15-year head coach. And Donna Buckley. Castater in the corner, needs help. Found it in Jackson. Back out Jackson. 3 ball from Jackson. Couldn't get it. And they want to slow it down. 2:36. Good job by Coach Buckley and Wilson to communicate on the slowdown. Oh, loose ball. And the timeout. Heads up call. They'll get the timeout. We're going to step away here real quick, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back at SummitCitySports.com.
Fans. And then there are fans. The diehards. They're those that don't just have a seat at a game, but a home away from home. The ones who made home field advantage a real thing. Who believe the horseshoe isn't just a logo, but a way of life.
Inspired by touch, by play, by listening and laughter. Inspired by family gatherings and one-on-one conversations. Inspired by long walks, long lives, and lives simply lived well. Inspired by compassion, by healing, by grace and strength. What inspires us at Franciscan Health is you. Franciscan Health, inspiring health.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com. Fourth quarter action. 2:24 left in regulation. 5-point lead for the Lady Millers.
And I think that this is a key defensive possession right now for Northrop.
With 2:15 left. No shot clock in the state of Indiana.
And Tim, the reason why I said that is because they need a stop and obviously a score. Or I could just see Noblesville taking the air out of the ball the next time they bring it down the floor.
Just under 2 minutes. Wilson on the drive, kicks Tipner. Ultra patient.
And actually, they're doing that right now.
They are. Not even looking at a shot right now.
No, not at all. Yeah, that's the reason why I said that, Tim. I think when you got a well-coached team like this, they have a 5-point lead on the road with the ball. And Northrop's got several more fouls that they have to commit to even get them into 1-and-1. So,
yeah, just 4 team fouls now on Northrop. That was Sanaya's 4th foul with 1.5 left. Wilson found Mendez. Travel.
Ooh.
Travel on that dribble drive. And it'll be a turnover, Noblesville. We go back to Northrop. Opportunity here for the Lady Bruins.
Now, I think Northrop, any score that they get will be fine, Tim. I think sometimes when you feel like you need a three-pointer, I think you take the easiest available shot and then get back and get into your press and allow your press to work for you.
Couldn't get it.
Now you have to foul.
Now you have to. 1:13 left.
You have to foul.
But you can't have Sanaya. Sanaya saying, I'm not fouling. I got 4.
Right. But I think at that point, I think if it was Sanaya, you have to give it up for the team. I know they need you on the floor, but you're not going to get a possession by not fouling. So you have to foul.
It's going to be a foul, I believe, on Nevaeh Jackson. It'll be her 3rd. And are we in the 1-1 yet? Nope,
yet.
1 away.
One more.
Shoemaker will inbound it to Wilson. And there's the foul committed by Williams-Thomas. And now free throw competition for Noblesville. You make them, you win pretty much. 6-point game, 1:05 left. That's the 7th team foul on Northrop. So the 1-1 we come.
Mm-hmm.
Got the first. 6-point game.
You know, it's really interesting, Tim, because you take a look at who Northrop has played and then the teams that Noblesville has played, and they've been in this type of environment more than the Lady Bruins have.
I mean, they've already played the #1 team in the state and got beat by about 20.
Yes.
As Williams-Thomas is going to get hit with the foul. Close to an intentional. Got to be careful on that.
Yes.
So 55-49. And it will be Caitlin Shoemaker to the line to shoot the 1-and-1 for Coach Buckley in Noblesville. Couldn't get it. Uh-oh, Tipner. Couldn't keep it in bounds. And we may have a timeout here. Full timeout called by Coach Buckley. We're going to step away here real quick. Live at SummitCitySports.com.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
The goal isn't graduation day. It's a better every day after. It's the first day in your new career. Your first pay raise. The 5th day of that week-long vacation. It's the first paid holiday home with your family. Or the day of your last car loan payment. Much sooner than you thought. At Ivy Tech Community College, we don't just care about your degree, we care about your life. Let's get started at ivytech.edu.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 6-point ball game, 58.6 seconds remaining in it. Noblesville up 55-49. 18 fouls on Northrop, just 2 on Noblesville, and there's a 3rd. And I think that was talked about in the huddle there, Coach.
Well, I mean,
got plenty to give.
They only have 2 team fouls, so why let Northrop shoot a 3? Just continue to foul. Make them burn 5 or 6 seconds and foul, 5 or 6 seconds and foul.
Pepple needs help. And is it a 5-second? Oh, wow.
Timeout.
Timeout. Got a timeout prior to the 5-second. Dig Coach Katie Jackson. I'm going to pay one more bill here. We'll be right back at Summit City Sports.
Sports looked a lot different back in 1952 when Jim Kelly opened his first dealership in Fort Wayne. 70 years later, that original dealership has grown into the Kelly Automotive Group with 14 brands in 3 locations, including our new Fort Wayne Auto Mall and Kelly Chevrolet on Lima Road. Fort Wayne continues to support our local teams and businesses. Thank you for 70 years. We could have never done it without you. Visit us today at drivekelly.com.
Welcome back. 54 seconds. 6-point game. Northrop with the ball. Looking to inbound. This is out of the timeout called by Coach Jackson. Finds Sanaya. Sanaya needs help. Finds Swin. Swin gets a screen. Now goes to Nevaeh. Nevaeh, step back 3 ball. Got it. Huge. Big time shot for a big time player.
Yes, sir. That's what you expect.
And Nevaeh Jackson. And a full time out with 42.8 left here. So Noblesville, coach, still no shot clock in the state of Indiana, so you can hold until they foul. And their ball handling has been tremendous. You can't expect a turnover. So, I mean, are you fouling right away? Maybe a steal real quick, and if not, then foul?
Well, the first thing you try and do is get a 5-second call if you can.
Got it. Yep.
And then after that, you foul. And again, we mentioned earlier, even if you have 4 fouls, if you are in position to foul, you have to foul.
You can't let an extra 5-6 seconds for somebody else to run over there. Yep, gotcha.
And that initial set that Northrop just ran, Nevaeh Jackson was open coming through what is called an elevator screen. She was wide open, and they were able to swing the ball and get it back to her, and she made a huge shot.
So here we go, 42 seconds left in regulation here at Northrop High School. This is SummitCitySports.com. Lindley Kistler on the camera. Tim Atkinson calling your play-by-play, and Coach Keith Edmonds joining me here in the booth. So full court, obviously pressure from Northrop. And it will be Shoemaker to inbound it. And a quick foul, and that will send Wilson to the line where she's been strong.
So if I'm Northrop right now, I'm thinking, again, even if she makes both free throws, we still going to get the best shot available. If we can drive it down the floor and get a 2, that's fine. Most coaches are yelling, don't foul, don't foul. So you pretty much will have a lane to the basket.
Wilson, front end of the 1-and-1. Got it. That's big time. By number 22, the junior point guard, Reagan Wilson. Looking for her second. So it's a 2-possession game now, 42 seconds left. And does hit them both. And that's a smart foul by Wilson.
Yes, that's only their 14th foul, Tim.
Yep. 57-52.
So they can be as aggressive as they want to be. The same set. Here comes Nevaeh.
And there is another foul. That'll be their 5th team foul, so still one more to give. Will be Swin Jackson to inbound it right below us. Nice job by Noblesville to make them catch that going away from the basket.
Yes.
30 seconds. Castater. 3 ball. That one's short. And right there, Coach, you mentioned it a couple possessions ago. Just you had a wide open dribble drive right there. Go take your easy bucket, set your D up.
That's right.
Instead, they wasted and put up kind of a poor shot. That was aired as Pepple gets a piece of that. Still not out of it. Here is Noblesville. 21 seconds left.
I look for Mendez to get this ball now.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be Wilson.
Okay.
And she's going to go back to the line. That's the 10th team foul on Northrop. So Noblesville in the double bonus. We're shooting 2. 20.5 seconds remaining.
You know, watching Northrop in previous games this year, they run a nice free throw line, sideline break off a miss or made free throw. So we'll see if they run that this time. Wilson is solid at that free throw line.
It looks extremely clean coming out of her hand. Calm, the junior point guard's had an outstanding game. She started the ball game with a 3 and back rim. Then we're give the broadcasters jinx on that one. 6-point game. And there's their last foul to give. That was the 6th team foul. And Tipner with 20 points. Reagan Wilson with 19. Nevaeh Jackson, couple crosses, needs help, finds Swin. Sanaya couldn't get it, rebound Shoemaker, and that should about do it.
Yep.
And they're going to get a foul with 2.5 left, but Noblesville is going to come here to Fort Wayne, Indiana, and get out of here with the dub. Tremendous victory and a building block for Coach Katie Jackson. Now she can get her kids' attention. You know, we've been blowing everybody out. We've been sliding through this season. Now she's got a whole game film that she can dissect to her team.
And Tim, it's tough going through an entire season undefeated. I mean, let's just be honest about it.
No doubt.
So
that will do it. So congratulations to the Noblesville Millers. They win it here in Fort Wayne, 59-52 over the Northrop Bruins. We're going to give Parkview Sports Medicine 2 players of the game in Reagan Wilson and Meredith Tipner. Wilson with 19, Tipner with 20. So, Coach, as we mentioned, Northrop now has something to really focus on to improve. Noblesville shows their moxie here in a good win. What are your thoughts here on today's ball game?
Well, I think as you take a look at Noblesville, let's start with them. Their strength of schedule. They're playing in the Indianapolis area, and they've like you mentioned earlier, they've played South Bend, Washington. Even though that game kind of got out of hand a little bit, they've seen what it looks like to play in big games. And Northrop has not had a big game yet, so I think that moving forward, Northrop will use this as a learning experience. Obviously, you might have an opportunity. You had mentioned earlier seeing Noblesville again, maybe in the regional and that type of thing. So Northrop still they got South Bend, Washington on their schedule. They still have some tremendous games, but I think you use this as a learning experience. You've played 7 or 8 games. You have an opportunity to grow. Now you have to get some freshmen acclimated to playing at this level and playing against this type of competition, and they're only going to get better. So, yes, you want to win the ball game, but as long as you can learn from it and grow, it's going to help you moving forward.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to sign off for the week. We got tons of game action live stream for you next week. On Friday, the SAC doubleheader start with the girls at 6 p.m. with the boys that follow, which is always an outstanding thing here that Fort Wayne does, and especially the Summit Athletic Conference with the boy-girl doubleheader. The girls get more of a crowd in there at that 6 o'clock game. So until next week, for Lindley Kistler, Coach Keith Edmonds, I am Tim Atkinson. You've been watching Indiana High School basketball right here from SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I like to stay active. I try to come in here at least 3 times a week and just get my 1-hour workout in. Since September, I think I've put on 22 pounds of muscle. I think my vertical has gone up plus 5 inches. I've gotten a lot faster since then too. I can hit the ball further. In football, I can push people around more. It's basketball easier too. Just being stronger just makes everything easier.
Brandon started with gym rats basketball training. After one of the sessions, he came up to me and he wanted to know if he could do more. So Brandon started the Edge program in November in addition to the club training he was doing because it offers personalized programming for his athletic goals. PSM Performance uses the long-term athletic development pyramid. At such a young age, it's really good for Brandon to set the foundation of athletic development. Since he is in season all year round, he has to be ready for all the physical demands. So he does a lot more strength training just because in basketball he sprints and cuts a lot. In baseball he's doing a lot of sprinting. In football he does a lot of sprinting and jumping. So preparing him to withstand the physical demands of those games, he does a lot more strength training.
I like all the lower body stuff the best. I do goblet squats, split squats, back squat, front squat, a lot of those. Tyler knows what's best for me. He always points me in the right direction. He just pushes me to go harder every day.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
I just want to be the best in basketball. So I want to be the greatest of all time to play women's basketball. So I just know there's people out there working just as much as me. So I just want to keep working hard and keep that intensity going. And so one day I can pursue my dreams of being in the WNBA and playing overseas. So I just want bigger things to come in my life.
I remember when I started in March, she could do 0 pull-ups. She did have a great 25-inch vertical when she first started. She only weighed 150 pounds. One of our main mottos is do the simple things exceedingly well, and that's where we started. So we started the foundation, building her base, and now we've got to basically the peak of our pyramid of things that we can do with her. So we didn't skip any levels. We did all the basics, and she got really, really good at them, and that's what's led her to become as great as she is at basketball and performance.
I've watched her grow, the confidence-wise, the strength-wise, the jumping ability, her footwork. It's really amazing to kind of watch for a girl her size, being 6'3", 6'4", to move like she can move and do the thing and be as agile as she is, along with the strength.
At the University of St. Francis, you'll find everything you need to succeed, from business, nursing and science, to the arts, all with a 99% career success rate.
You belong here.
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 I belong here.